Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a live stream. I thought I would pop on because I've been to the charity shops again and picked up some more stuff to resell. So I thought, why not pop on and share it with you guys? So I went this morning. So this is all from the bins as usual. So £1.50 an item, everything I'm about to show you. But I went this morning and there was nothing there. They hadn't changed the bins out from the weekend, so it's very easy to go there and then realize that there's nothing there, and you've seen the same stuff again. And I wasn't expecting much to come in because obviously it's in between Christmas and New Year's, and yeah, so it was just one of those things where I thought, oh, that's a bit of a bummer, but I'd dropped Rebecca off at work anyway, and I was going to pick her up from work. So once I picked her up from work, I thought, what the hell, let me just take a chance and pop over to the bins again. And I'm really glad that I did, because the second time I went around, they had an unexpected massive delivery of clothes. So it just shows that when I do these hauls, sometimes it can feel like, well, I'm just going to the bins and I'm just picking out clothes to sell every time, and I just wanted to make it clear that that's not the case. I do go there, and sometimes I will find nothing, and sometimes it will take a number of visits, sometimes during the same day even, to find something. So it's just not as simple as, oh, that I've got a donation center near me and I just go to the donation center and bang, like there's stock there to buy. It's not always the case. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there, that sometimes you go and you strike out. Like everywhere else I went today, I struck out. The tip shop I go to, there's a couple of tip shops I go to, they struck out. Charity shops that I normally pop into, there's nothing there. And I do feel that it's it's one of those things where you just definitely need to kind of be persistent and keep going, because you never know what you're going to find. So I'll say a few highs. Tea Cakes was first in the chat. Hi, Tea Cakes. We've got Michelle Latham. We've got Susie Sells. George Ross has popped in. Hi, George. Antiques, Paul C. Stephen Bennett, John Morris, In It to Flip It, Bad Biscuit, Lex. Hi, Lex. George says, we got the girls a Switch for Christmas, and I may have accidentally started playing Fortnite. 2 solo wins. Yeah, don't get too excited about your solo wins, because I believe that when you first play Fortnite now, they on purposely put you in a lobby full of like bots rather than real players, so it will become more and more difficult, but that's fantastic to get 2 solo wins. Bluegrass Picker has popped in as well. It's like a box of chocolate that smells slightly of wee and dust. STKs. Yeah, finding stock is very much about persistence, because you will sometimes turn up and find nothing. It's just the way it is. You can't I just wanted to make that clear, because I don't want it to seem like you can just go to, even if you find a honey hole, as it were, like a favorite charity shop, it's not always guaranteed to produce results for you. So I just wanted to kind of just put that out there, really. So I do have some stuff to show you, but like I said, it was a bit of luck, because like I said, the first time I went to the charity shop this morning, there was nothing. Then I picked Rebecca up from work, popped over again, and when I got there, I was greeted with the great news that a whole bunch of clothes had come in, and I got to be the first person to look through them, so I got first dibs, which is fantastic. And yeah, so I was really pleased. So I'll go through what I picked up with you guys. I just kind of move it around. So okay. So yeah. Hi Kevin, and hi Junk Girl, hi Mr. Sadie, how are you? Thank you for popping in, appreciate it. So the first item I want to show you guys is a kind of a standard-ish pickup, and what I mean by that is it's a pair of diesel jeans. Unfortunately, the little tag, the cloth tag, has peeled a little on the corner there, but it's still held together on the other side by the stitching. So it is a pair of Morix jeans. I'm certain that they're legit, because again, all the rivets on the inside have got the diesel branding on them. You've got all the right care tags, including the silver strip that runs through the first one as well. So you've got all the right kind of signs. It is, they are definitely a legit pair. They feel good quality as well. So and like I said, they've all the rivets on the inside of the jeans have got the branding. On the outside of the jeans, they've got the branding. And also obviously you've got all like the relevant kind of marking there. Unfortunately, there's like a little bit of wear around the edges, but I think that may actually be the design because it seems pretty symmetrical. So a pair of diesel Morix with a waist 36 and a leg 34. So we'll do the usual thing of we'll go and kind of we'll Google search these so we can get an idea of what they are worth, and give you guys an idea whether it's worth picking up. So again, it was a £1.50 pickup. Looking at it, does vary. I'm guessing depending on the sizes. I mean, I think I've got quite a good size with it being a waist 36. So if I do waist 36, leg 34, I think I'll do quite well with a 36-inch waist, because I mean the one that a 1250, I don't know. Let's see what the soles are saying. Okay. Someone managed to get £20 for a pair, but they were brand new. Okay, so these might not be amazing. Pre-owned £18, so not amazing, but if I can get pre-owned, those are auction tenner. From £1.50, if I can get, there's 18, there's a £15, but those are a different cut. Morix, the best I've seen then is £18 plus shipping, and that was at auction. So maybe if I put them on like for 25. That might be good. So that's like the first item that I picked up. So pretty pleased with that. Again, £1.50. So kind of a bread and butter item, I suppose. And yeah, it does the job absolutely fine. Hi Shazad. And hi Peter Ray. Hi Vinegar Jar. How are you, Peter? Kevin says just clothes today. Yeah, just clothes. It's just the way it is. Pick a Flipper. Hi Pick a Flipper, how are you? Yeah, sometimes you will just find just clothes. Now this next item, I'm depending on if it fits me, I may keep, because I don't actually have like a long sleeve polo, but this is a Ralph Lauren polo, double XL. It's like a double XL long sleeve jobby. It's got a bit of a stain on the front, you can just about see, so that's going to need a wash. So this may end up with me anyway. But yeah, having a look at it, it's made in Vietnam. It's made out of cotton, I'm going to assume. Made for Ralph Lauren Europe. Yeah, it's got all the right tags and everything, again, including the supplier number. Yes, 100% cotton. So if I just kind of say that it's like a long sleeve polo shirt, green one, I may keep this, so we'll do a bit of research and see what that finds us. Let me just go back here. So if we go Ralph Lauren polo long sleeve green XXL, and we'll see whether that comes out to anything. Well, someone managed. Well, that was brand new. So that's not going to be a great one. Used, it's not going to be. That looks like pretty much like the one I've got. Oh, there you go. Someone got 2170 for a used one, so could be, and that looks pretty much the same. I don't know. I think I may keep it though, because I haven't got one, so I might keep it. So yeah. But £1.50, I'm not going to grumble with that, so that's not bad. Yeah, it does have a saying. Hi Michelle Lathan. Hearts Picker, Ronnie has popped in. Hi Ronnie, how are you? Nadine Kolkman as well. Hi, thanks for popping in, Nadine. Do all Ralph Lauren have a supply number? I don't know, but I've noticed it on quite a few, where on the care tags they've got a number of tags. So when you look at the bottom, they'll have like a bunch of different tags, and they use obviously a certain font as well. There's like a certain font used on the tag. Looks pretty kind of you can always recognize it. And then they have this little tag coming off of the main tag, which has the supplier number and a PO number, and then it often says that it's where it's made for Ralph Lauren, you know, and for different branches, as it were. So this one says, you know, Switzerland or something. So I'm pretty happy with that. I probably will end up keeping that though, because it's pretty plain. There's nothing spectacular about it. Next item I picked up is a sporting top, which I always like picking up because people like buying sporting stuff. It's quite a nice kind of training top hoodie. It's like a hoodie really, and it's by ISC, and it's for the Leeds Rhinos, so quite local to what it's a Yorkshire thing. I'm in Lancashire, but still Leeds Rhinos, there may well be some supporters around here, or somewhere else, and this by ISC, it's a size XL, so quite a nice jersey really, quite a nice hoodie. So I'm going to see what we can get for something like that. It'll be interesting. ISC Leeds Rhino hoodie. Bear in mind, again, only £1.50, so can't grumble too much. And wow, okay. Well, that's not, they're not asking for much, but this guy's asking like crazy money. I don't know why he's asking so much money, but £69 with best offer. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I would say that's probably more around the right price. £20 with best offer, or £20. I mean, those are, some of those are new as well, so I think it's not going to be like a big sale. I think it's going to be like a £20 sale, really. But again, from £1.50, I'm only paying £1.50 for these items, so I can't grumble too much. I'm going to just be going for that kind of you know, that kind of price. I think £20 is going to be around right. There is obviously a market for Leeds Rhino stuff selling. As you can see, the jerseys seem to do quite well, the shirts, so I'm sure the training tops will be okay as well. Not great money when they're done at auction though. As you can see, they're going for real wide amounts, so I'm probably going to stick it up at 20 and see what happens with that, but I'm pretty sure that will do okay for me eventually. Hopefully it will go pretty quickly, but we'll see. Yorkshire Trader says, hey everyone, new to the stream, thanks for popping in, Yorkshire Traders. He wants 69. Yeah, that is a lol. Hey, couple of pickers, how are you? Kent Daigle as well, thanks for popping in. Jennifer Hayes as well. Yorkshire Traders, thanks for popping in. Brandy's Vintage Treasure says, good day everyone, actually doing some work today, kiddo been sick this past week. Okay. And Georgina's Jill has popped in. Hi Georgina, hope you're feeling better. You can never go wrong with 69, very funny. Next item, now this is interesting because it looks kind of retro-y. It looks really retro actually, so I'm hoping this could be a decent pickup. It's an Adidas, it's like an Adidas training top. Now it's pretty plain, but it's got a really cool like metal zip. I don't know if it's gonna be impossible to show you that actually. If I kind of show it like on my hand, I don't know, it's gonna be all over exposed. You can't tell. The exposure on this camera is ski whiff. Let me see if I can quickly adjust the exposure on the camera. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll try it, shall we? Configure video. I should have done this before going live, but you know, ish happens. Let me just let's see if I can just lower it a little. No, that's not right. We're going to just go for lower the brightness a bit, maybe. There you go. There you go. Lower the brightness a bit. I think that looks a bit better. Yeah, you might be able to make that out a little bit. I don't know. It's like a metal. It's just a metal tag with the Adidas brand. I don't know. It's really nice. It looks vintage to me. And on the sleeve, it does have STV. And then it says something in, I don't know what language that is, or what country it is. And it's got the old school Adidas tag on it, so I'm kind of interested to see what we can possibly get for something like that. I think that would be quite cool if I can. I think it's a vintage top anyway. Let's just have a look at what we could get. STV top. I'll just call it STV full zip or something. I don't know. STV. Let's just put STV. Let's put Adidas STV. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's someone. Yeah, track top. Okay, not as good as I thought, because that one looks even better. That one actually, it went at auction though, so maybe they undersold it, but that one's a lot nicer than the one I've got. So, although mine is embroidered, I think. So yeah, mine's embroidered. Theirs is printed. So potentially I could do okay. They got £15 for that. Theirs have just got printing. Theirs have just got a logo printed on the front. Mine's actually got an embroidered thing on there, so I think mine may well do okay. Bearing in mind this was sold at auction, so you know, I think that's pretty good. So mine's got the embroidery, so I think that will be quite cool. Going into the chat and just seeing, Michelle says, I looked up fairy washing up liquid. It's called Dawn in America. Yeah, we call it fairy here. 25ish at a guess, says Vinegar Jar. Cool. Better thanks Z, but means I've had to do work. Good evening Z, says Sail Away. Hi Sail Away. Hi Relove Reseller. Late 80s the square zip, says Sail Away. Oh wow. And Tea Cakes has put in, yeah, I don't know what that is though. It's Tea Cakes, I can't even pronounce it. And Sail Away reckons between 87 to 89. German football club, I think. Well, if it is, that's really cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna grumble. I think that's gonna be a good sale then. Hi Lisa Fan, how are you? It took me a few times of hearing it to realise that Europeans and Australians were talking about when saying Adidas. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's a really nice top. Again, only pay £1.50. If I can get 25, like, you know, 20-25, that would be pretty good. And if it's an 80s top, there's no reason why I couldn't. And it you know, really nice kind of, the style is definitely a vintage style. Yeah, and the tag is definitely vintage. It's had a lot of wear and whatnot, so I'm really pleased with that item there as well. So again, from £1.50, that is quite cool. Next item is another vintage sports top. I think this is a cycling jersey, but that is really cool. It caught my eye just because it is so epic. It says La Redu, and it says Moto Bicane or something, but it's by La Redu, I guess, because it's got it on the sides. It's definitely a cycling jersey because it's got that big pocket at the back. So, but it's very vintage, and on the tag it actually has a brand which is Tricodnaz or something, or Tricodnaz, and it says made in Belgium. So a vintage made in Belgium cycling jersey. I don't know if that's going to be worth anything, but it looks so cool. But the tag, look at this tag. The tag that's the actual brand, made in Belgium. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. There you go. That's the brand. So I think that's pronounced. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Let me see if we can do a bit of research on it and see whether we can actually come up with something. I'm going to try. Is that even a brand? Let's just try. Okay, nothing for that. So let's just type in La Redu, and it says Moto Bicane or something. Moto. Okay. Now looking at this, there's nothing that's, yeah. There's nothing here which is currently for sale. If I go to sold listings, oh, that's a shame. Someone got a £5. Is that the same thing? I think they might have lost it out. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that looks similar. Oh my god, it's pretty destroyed. Okay, theirs is pretty destroyed, I'm guessing. So that's, yeah, that was really damaged. Maybe that's why it didn't fetch much money. But like mine has got like pretty decent condition. It's got some embroidery on it as well. So I think that's really kind of you know, I think mine's a lot nicer than this one. But it's definitely vintage. It's made in Belgium, so it's got to be quite old. I mean, oh, look at this. That looks very that acrylic made in Italy medium, and someone took an offer from 57, and that's a short sleeve. So that someone in the US priced that for 75, and that's closer to what I've got, because mine has got that kind of nice felt patch on the sleeves as well. If I can just quickly show you guys here, you can see mine's got that felt patch on the sleeve, different color, slightly different design, I grant you that, but it's still made in Belgium. Theirs is made in Italy, so it is vintage, you know, and it's in excellent condition. So I'm really kind of excited with this. I mean, look at it, it's just so nice. That is really nice. A good size as well. I saw it and I thought that would be quite good. But yeah, I mean, it sold for £57 used. Go for 20, go for 50. I don't know, Peter. I don't know. I think I'll go higher because it's vintage. It's made in Germany. Sorry, made in Belgium. I don't think you're gonna get and the brand, like the tag, is ancient. So I think I'm gonna price it higher. I mean, and I would love to find out this brand. If I could just read what it says, and I think it might be a Z at the front. I don't know if anyone can recognize that tag, but that tag is ancient. I mean, just look at the age on that tag. That is vintage as they come. That tag, there's like some uber vintage tag there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So £1.50. I'll probably aim higher and see what offers come in, and I'll be really pleased. Hey BCP, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Rorium Emporium says, me and YouTube need to have a chat. I didn't get a notification again. It's no big deal, it happens. So pretty happy. Vintage cycling can be collectible. Well, it's definitely vintage. Kent reckons to price it high, so yeah, I think I will be. Hi Ashley, coming. Afternoon everyone, some yuppie will love that. I'm not sure how much I love being called a yuppie, but yeah, I think it's a really nice item, and I was really happy to have picked it up. So yeah, let me just show you again in case anyone hasn't seen it, because I just want to make sure everyone sees it, because it caught my eye. Like, how cool is that? How cool! It's just so nice. Like I just like the design of it. Everything about it is just epic. I'm not sure what the actual material is. It says it's made in Belgium. It's a size 3 or something. I don't know what the size is, but it's a European size. And yeah, it'd be cool to find out what it's made of. If I can find another tag on it or something, I don't know. But it's just super cool, super cool. So really happy with that. Anyway, I've seen Treasure Pirate Heather. Hi Heather, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. And Shazad says, you say vintage, do you mean tatty? Not at all, I do mean vintage. And Beck E says, I think someone would buy that for fashion rather than liking the sport. Very good point, Becky. That's what I'd be hoping. Really do appreciate it. Z click link. Okay, let's click this link and see what comes up on this link. Okay, yeah, someone's selling a retro jersey. Yeah, Kent has just shared a link with me, Kent Daigle. Yeah, I mean, that's similar. It's not exactly the same, but if that's going for $35, then yeah, I mean, definitely it's something I would. I'm gonna be looking to thing. Yeah. Those are repro. Yeah, they look like. Yeah, they don't look. Yeah, mine's legit old school, so I'm hoping to price it high. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on to the next item. Not so special, but everyone talks about Under Armour, and I don't know if this fits me. I may keep it myself. It's just a plain Under Armour hoodie. It's in really good condition. It's got just like a printed logo. Having had a look online for these, I don't think they go for like crazy money. I've got a page open here. They do vary. So obviously I've got like the logo on mine, like the big logo, brand new. They tend to only go for like 30 odd. So I don't know how much it will go for. I don't know. I'd like to think I could get £15 for a used hoodie. There you go. Someone took an offer from 16. I don't know, but yeah, Under Armour is pretty standard stuff. If it fits me, I may keep it. There you go. Someone £14. Yeah, so not amazing. Brand new, you can get them quite cheap, but this has got quite a nice logo on it. It's got the Storm logo on the sleeve as well. Under Armour Storm. Let's type Storm in and see whether that makes a difference. Not really. Well, I suppose I should be able to get about 15 quid for it. I don't think I'll get much more because it's obviously quite a popular brand. So I don't think it's going to be. I think it looks quite saturated. I'm hoping it's going to fit me because it says it is an XL, and I do sometimes wear XL, and it says it's loose fit as well. So if it fits me, you'll be seeing me wearing this in my next stream probably. But for £1.50, I'm not going to go wrong, am I? So I'm really happy with that as well. So yeah, that's the next item. Everyone loves Under Armour. Hey, Mr. Lobster, how are you? And Kathy Georgina says, I never do that great with Under Armour. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's a great brand to pick up, if I'm honest. I've seen a lot of people wear it. I've seen a lot of people buy it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Superdry. I always see stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of Superdry clothing. Really good quality clothes. There's nothing wrong with the clothes themselves. They seem nicely put together, etc. But because there's so much of it out there, I just don't feel that there's any real, it's a hard slog. Reselling Polly, Sam has popped in. Hi Sam, thank you for popping in. Adidas STV found on Google, £23 new, says Fritz. Really? Oh, that's a shame. But mine's vintage. That might be a reproduction, Fritz, I think. Moving on. Now this is a brand I am happy to pick up. Hi D, how are you? I think this is a brand I'm enjoying at the moment because every time I'm picking it up, it's selling quickly. This I will be no exception. It's more of a UK brand. I don't think I hear the Americans or the Canadians talk about it much, or the Aussies. This is Fat Face. So I think this is one of ours. It's an indigo dye heavy knit, size large, jumper. I think it's just cotton, but it's really nice. It's got a nice heavy knit, kind of nice pattern on the top side there. Really cool chunky buttons with the branding on it as well, and I'm pretty sure it's just a cotton jumper. Normally I wouldn't pick up a cotton jumper because they're just standard, aren't they, cotton jumpers? Yeah, 100% cotton, nothing special. It does even have like a little tag at the bottom, but these things sell quickly and they get interest quickly, and I think at this time of year I should probably be looking at getting around £15, maybe more for it. I don't know how much, but £15 would probably be around right for a used jumper. You could probably get more if you were willing to wait. But like, here's a couple of examples. So here's one that sold for £15 plus shipping, and then here's one that sold for 36 plus shipping. Here's one that went for 20, but that's like a cardigan which is fully buttoned. But I think you could probably get 20, 25 for it perhaps. I don't know, but I would be happy to take a small amount. And just as I've said that, I've noticed that this is going to need a bit of love from Rebecca because it started to come apart just there, so this is going to need a bit of quick sewing up, which shouldn't be too difficult, but I think that's going to be quite easy. So there we go. I think that's really kind of I think that's really a good pickup, even with that floor. Beck will be able to sort that out. That's one thing that's really handy. Sorry, I keep on showing you stuff when I'm like in a tiny screen. Just notice there, it's kind of just there, sorry, just the seam there. You can see it's just come apart by the neck, so that hopefully won't be a difficult fix for Beck. I'm pretty sure Beck can do that in her sleep, to be honest. This is one of the great things about having someone in the house that's good at doing that kind of repair. It means that if you do miss something like I have there, it won't take her long. She's always got plenty of threads and the right colours and stuff, so I'm pretty happy with that pickup still. £1.50. I reckon about 20 would be fine for it. Thrift BCQ, hi there, thanks for popping in, appreciate it. Sell quick to all millions of UK surfers, says Tea Cakes. It's a fast seller, Fat Face, for me. It always sells well for me. I don't know why, but I'm happy to pick up Fat Face. So, all right, what else is going on in the chat? Mr. Lobster says, good, just focusing on my death pile, life, and figuring out my next move. Yeah, at the end of the year is always one of those things. At the end of the year is always one of those things where people are just like looking to change direction or improve on what they've achieved last year. So we've been doing the same. You know, the end of the year always brings out, it makes you question yourself, and if it's not making you question yourself, you probably should question yourself anyway, because I feel that it's one of those things that it's really important to have some direction of where you want to go the next year. Otherwise you'll end up doing pretty much what you did, and I think for us, this year we've ended up being around where we were last year in terms of how much money we took on eBay, etc. But that's not bad considering we tried out the office space and all that. You know, I spent about 2 months probably, or 3 months of the year working, you know, like just literally finding jobs, looking for jobs, applying for jobs, working at jobs, going off for my training. So considering we had the office upheaval, you know, we got an office and we ended up getting rid of it, and then we had the job messing with time, we've ended up around the same. So that's not too bad, but it is, you know, we're going to have to look back at 2019 as a learning year, where we didn't grow like we have in previous years. We stayed pretty much the same in terms of how much money we took, but bearing in mind we did actually probably take more because we had all these costs we added to ourselves. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to next year where we're going to be a lot more about just liquidity. I think that's the main thing. I'm going to be just drilling cash flow into my brain as much as I can. It's all about the cash flow. It really is. I just want to turn stuff over. You know, on especially when we're talking about the general store. The RT store is completely different kettle of fish, but there we go. Right, moving on, guys. Sorry for that little kind of side track there. You know, I don't want to bore people. This was something I was happy to see, but I looked at it extra carefully. If you guys don't know, Craigslist Hunter Pete, who I'm a massive fan of on YouTube, he's such a like, he's a brilliant channel, has an amazing business. He actually had he actually felt like he'd been done with a new with tags Michael Jordan jersey. So it was one of those things where he bought something right at the end of the day. Someone came in and sold it to him, and then afterwards he looked at it and realized that there was something off about it. So it made me look at this extra carefully when I picked it up, and I'm pretty satisfied that it is what it is. It's fine. And this is like an Adidas, it's not a Nike, it's an Adidas Bulls jersey. So it's not kind of got any embroidery on it. The only things that are embroidered on this jersey are the Adidas logo and the NBA logo. Everything else is good quality screen print. I mean, it's really sharp, it's really good. And obviously you've got the embroidered Adidas kind of tag there as well. So yeah, really nice. On the back it's got number 1 rose, so it's a size medium, and on the inside you've got the Adidas trim. So there's trim stitched in on the inside of the jersey neckline, where it says where it's made in Vietnam. It's a size medium as well, so yeah, it's pretty cool, quite a nice jersey. And I think we'll do okay. Again, only paid £1.50 for it, so not a lot of money invested in it at all. And looking at similar, you can see someone got for a slightly larger size. Mine's a size medium, they've got a size large, and they took an offer on 25 plus shipping. So I reckon, you know, I'm probably looking at around the £20 mark for something like this. Yeah, pre-owned, £20. So yeah, I'd say £20. Then here's someone that actually sold one for £10 plus, but it's £6 shipping there, so could be as low as 10. I don't know, but I think I'd be going for 20 because yeah, NBA stuff does well. Here you go, £15 plus shipping, so 20 including shipping. So yeah, I think I'll probably be going for like the £20-ish mark on this jersey. Looks pretty nice. It's a medium. I wish it was a size large or extra large, so it's only a medium. So I may have to accept 15 plus shipping, something like that for it. But for £1.50, I wasn't going to leave that behind. It's just a nice little easy flip, I think. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I see that Jody Mitoma has popped in as well. Hi, Jody. Thank you for popping in. And what's going on here? A small thank you, BCP, for kindness, says Peter Ray. Oh, okay. Oh, Peter's subbed to BCP. Cool. Right. Question, is there a graph to help visualize your 2019 learning, says Lex. You know what, that would be interesting. I wonder what that would look like. Because it's, yeah, we've ended up, it's like, it's kind of depressing. I think it would be quite a depressing graph for us to look at, because we've ended up around the same, which is not what you want. But considering like what, you know, the changes we try. The one thing I'll say though, guys, is like, I'd much rather try something and it not work out than not try something at all. So even though the stuff we tried, i.e. me trying to get back into work, because all that did in the end was waste a lot of time. It wasted the company's times that I was working for, wasted my time while I was going through all their training and staying at hotels, and it was a big waste of time and everything. So that was horrible. That didn't work out. The office in the end didn't work out, but I'm so glad that we tried both of those things, because I can now just be like, okay, we tried that didn't work for us, but it's not going to stop us from trying different things in 2020. We're going to still try different things. I think off the top of my head, like I said, the main thing is going to be about moving stuff, so that means not holding on to stuff for very long, and buying with that in mind. Like I want to kind of take into account how long is what I'm buying going to take to sell, because the longer it takes to sell, the less it's worth, the less it devalues. And I think I'm going to be clearing a lot more stuff out at auctions. I've been thinking that I could start taking stuff down to auction houses, for example. So rather than waste my time trying to, like, you know, or like and ah about stuff and procrastinate about whether I should list something because it's awkward or difficult or whatever, or if it's taking up space, I may start doing that kind of stuff. I'm just going to think about a lot of things. PayPal 2019, wow. Well, Shazad's PayPal figures have just come in, guys, and 2019 was over 700k versus a measly 330k in 2018. I would take either of those. My mind would be blown. Yeah, I absolutely think that's insane. Marrakesh has more money if it's sewn. Yeah, I would have thought so as well, but it's just a screen printed one. Hey, South Wales Matt, how are you? No regrets, Kent. You're right. No regrets. I just feel that it's obviously a hard lesson to learn when you do try things and they don't work out, because you always think, you know, it can take so much energy. Sometimes it can take a lot of energy just to force yourself to try something, right? So like, take doing YouTube, for example. Like, when you do your first YouTube video, it can take so much energy and stress just to put out your first YouTube video that you almost can feel, okay, now that I've gone through that awkward pain of doing, and I've taken myself out of my comfort zone, and I've like gone through all that stress of putting out my first video, you almost feel like you're owed something. What I mean by that is that you get disappointed. Like, you know, you get disappointed. Like, imagine you take a lot of effort to put out your first video and nobody watches it, or one person or two people watch it, and you know that those are your mum and your wife, for example. That's going to be upsetting, because you've gone through that pain, and you've pushed yourself out of your comfort zone to make a YouTube video, and then no one's watched it, just as an example. And like, I feel that's really important to remember, because just because you've forced yourself out of your comfort zone, that in itself is the reward. The reward isn't necessarily what you get for it. You shouldn't expect anything. Like, just because we took out an office, it would have been wrong of us to think, okay, once we take out of an office, our business is just going to be amazing. And I'm kind of like, that's what happened. We took out the office, it didn't help. It hindered. It didn't help in the end. It's just cost us money in the end. That's all it's done. So I think it's really important to acknowledge that it will take a lot of stress, a lot of energy, a lot of discomfort to push yourself out of your comfort zone, but that in itself is the reward, doing the thing. Don't worry about what the result is necessarily. Obviously you don't want it to be catastrophic, but the result is secondary. Honestly, like, force yourself out of your comfort zone, do something different, try something different. But don't think just because you've done it, you deserve a pat on the back, and for whatever you've tried should work and reap rewards. If it does, great. If you try something new for the first time and it pays off, brilliant. But if you try something new for the first time and you've gone through all that awkward pain and discomfort and it doesn't work out, take solace in the fact that at least you tried it, and take some solace from the fact that the reward was making yourself do something. So that's how I feel. That's just something I want to kind of put out there, really. Sorry for the rant, by the way, guys. By the way, hi to Shell Staruni, eBay Queen. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Marrakesh says, since you're buying cheap stuff at the bins, you can sell fast. Very true, because of my buy-in is low. But also, the other thing I'm going to be doing is, for example, I've got these like really huge speakers that I could sell on eBay for a lot of money. But I'm thinking storage, I'm thinking the hassle of shipping, I'm thinking I could take them to a local auction house, get less money, but out of the house, and I get some cash. That's how I feel. So I'm thinking of things like that as well. Shazad says, the value of failing is highly underrated. You learn 10 times more from failing compared to succeeding, says Shazad. That's a good point. I really do feel that's a good point. I think you can really learn a lot. I mean, we're going into this year now with those lessons learned, and I think we're a lot better for it. Beck and I are a lot more prepared now. So yeah, that's how I feel. Rorium Emporium says, totally agree. When I started my Instagram for my business and got about 10 followers a month, I was disappointed, but everything is a learning experience. Gary Visa. Hey Damien, how are you? I'm home now. Thanks for popping in, DB Resells. Ashley says, fail equals the first attempt in learning. Very true. TK says, don't need a leather chair when a wooden stool will do. Still working out my garage. Don't want the extra cost. Probably turn over more than half the shops in our town, says TK. Exactly. And it was a lesson learned. Carl OB says, I did car booting for nearly a year, but prefer eBay selling full time now. Although if I'm honest, can't wait for boot sale season to begin again. And Damien DB Resale says, got some charity shop footage, hopefully. That'll be cool. Alright, we're down to our last few items. This is another contender for I might keep it. But it depends on how it fits, but I think it might fit. I don't know. But this is a really nice North Face hoodie. It's blue with like a teal embroidered big logo. Really nice embroidery. Excellent material. It's just nice quality. When you pick up a nice bit of clothing, that is good. That's going to be super comfortable. So if it fits me, I'm going to keep it. Again, only paid £1.50. Again, North Face. Almost like North Face, I think is along the lines of Under Armour now, where it's kind of massively popular, and this is an extra large, but like again, it's massively popular. I don't think you're gonna make a lot of money from it. From what I can see, I will be looking at £15 plus shipping for it. So from £1.50, £15 plus shipping. But I'm hoping it will be a nice quick sale. I don't think it will take too long to sell if I do sell it. But I will be trying it on first, and if it fits me, it'll be a keeper. So definitely something to yeah, there we go. Got to stop keeping your pics. Yeah, but this is... I only keep stuff if it's not, like, super valuable and if it's my size. So if it's my size, it gives me something to wear. I like hoodies, so... and I haven't got any North Face. I've got no North Face So I may keep that. I may keep it. It's not a guarantee, but as you can see, if I was to sell it, £1.50, I will get £15 plus shipping for a used North Face hoodie. It's just, I think like Under Armour, North Face is super popular, super saturated. So yeah, hence the pricing isn't as good. So yeah, but yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Next item. Now, this is something I'm pretty pleased about, and it is a vintage, and I'm sure this is legit. Again, I've done some research on it. I sold my other YSL top, that actually went to France for 120. This is a YSL polo, like, knitted jumper. You've got the knitted logo there, and you've got the old school tag here. Now, at first, I was really concerned with this tag because, as you can see, it's not stitched down at the bottom. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It's not stitched down at the bottom. It's got the size label there, and it's just not stitched down at the bottom. And I was like, that's a bit weird. It's only stitched at the top. But having had a look at a number of these on eBay, here's one, a vintage 90s Yves Saint Laurent crew neck thick cotton knit jumper, sold for £50, and it sold by a seller with over 3,000 feedback. And having had a look at this, you will see that again this jumper had the same design, and again it's not stitched down. You can see it's not stitched down. So that was really interesting because I found a couple others. I was like, okay, I just wanted to put my mind at rest. Like, is that really the case? Here's another one, same era, vintage, and again you can see it's not stitched down, which I think is really interesting. And I've got the same tag as well. My tag is the same, 100% cotton like that with a number there. So it's really interesting that it's like that. But yeah, I was just surprised to see that, you know, maybe they originally were, but it's just popped off. But it looks to be the situation where a fair few of these are like that. So let me just see what this one looks like. This one only sold for £15 at auction. But yeah, I think they're just, you know, some of them are just like that. I think I was surprised though, because I was like, why would it be like that? Let me just have a look here again. Yeah, see, again, it's, I think I've got a feeling they've just stitched at the top. So that's exactly like my one, except mine doesn't have that pull in it. That only went for 15 plus shipping at auction, somewhere with 20 feedback. But I've seen enough of these with the similar tag that it just, yeah, I think that's going to be the way. Let me just see if there's any others I can find. That went for 25. Let's see whether that's got, oh, that's got a different tag completely. That's a completely different look as well. So, but yeah, for £1.50, I'm really happy with that. Potentially 50 odd pounds, I think. Here you go. Here's another one. Because I just did a lot of research and I was like, why is this? Why is this? I need to make sure this is legit. And yeah, again, same style of tag, same, oh, horrible photo there. Let's just see if there's any others that I can find. But yeah, I saw plenty which had the same tag issue basically. So there we go. Yeah, can't grumble. What about this one here? That one went for 20. That looks a bit different though. It's got a pattern on it. But again, you can see that the tag at the bottom doesn't look to be stitched down. And again, it's got the same, I've got the same care label. So my care label matches that identically. So where it's got, yeah, I can just show you guys. My care label matches. Oh God, where is? You can just about make it out. It's a bit overexposed because of the lighting in here. Oh, there's the writing there on that side. So you got the care label on that side with the 100% cotton and the wash instructions, and then you've got like a code there. So really happy with that. Only paid £1.50. Could get about 50 for that. So that's something that will be going for sale rather than keeping it. Kent says, why so low? Yeah, I mean, I'm being extra careful now, guys. You know, you never can tell obviously when your stuff is legit or not, but this is like vintage. I've seen too many similar ones sell for it not to be. So, and when you're selling online, let's face it, we've all heard of the stories where people have sold legitimate items, and if a buyer decides that the item is counterfeit, they can just say it's counterfeit anyway, can't they? So there we go. Anyway, so that's that. Then moving on, I think this is pretty much going to be the last item I've got to share with you guys, and it's a V-neck jumper by a brand called Deer Hunter. It's Deer Hunter leisure wear. It's very plain. It's a plain V-neck. I wouldn't normally bother, but the brand sounded intriguing, and it was made of lamb's wool, 80% lamb's wool. So I thought it was worth picking up. And I think I'll do okay with it. It's difficult to tell because the only completed listings I've seen are people selling brand new, or the same person selling a whole bunch brand new at auction. You can see all of these were sold at auction at the same time. Some of them went for as little as a tenner, some went for 23, tenner, 16. I mean, auction you really can't judge with. I think I'm probably going to put on like £15 or something on that, because it is a nice lamb's wool V-neck jumper, so pretty pleased. I think that about wraps up what I am what I'm doing in terms of pickups today. The only other thing I've got to talk about is I'm going to be doing I haven't spoken about this, but on my other channel I will be doing a review on this Nokia phone, because for those of you that don't know, I have a second channel that I keep forgetting to put stuff on, but I used to do like tech reviews and stuff, and I really want to get back into it. This is something I want to do again, New Year type thing. I want to get back into it, and I want to make a video about my new Nokia phone, which is just rubbish. It's an absolutely terrible phone, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows that it's a terrible phone. And that they shouldn't buy it, and I can explain in that. So if you do want to kind of check out random tech reviews and things like that, there's a link hopefully to my YouTube channel in the description. Also, I should plug Beck's channel. Beck has a separate YouTube channel as well, which should also be in the description. If it's not, I'll put it in after the fact, where she uploads videos about her crafting and her beauty type stuff. So recently she just uploaded a video of her acrylic nails. She got these kind of color changing nails, and they're kind of crazy because they change color with heat. So she makes videos about like her doing her acrylic nails and all that kind of stuff, and then I make videos about all this kind of other stuff. So there should be links. I think the links should be in the description below. Nokia do still make phones, and they make good ones. This is a terrible phone, and I'll explain why in the other channel. BCP has just put the link into my other channel, Only Cool Stuff it's called. Thank you, BCP. Yes, Georgina, secret channel, check it out, the link is there. BCP has put it in, and Beck has her own channel as well. But this phone, I just want to I'll go into more detail in the review type thing, but you know, when people make something and it's just ill-fitting, like the software on this phone, there's just not enough. There is just not enough power in this phone. This is a brand new phone that I've taken straight from the box. I've still got the box here, in fact, and it just runs like it's the slowest, laggiest, most horrible experience ever. And this is meant to be running Android 1, which is like the new thing. But yeah, so crazy. Z, is that you in the pic on the other channel? Yes, it's me and my daughter. You'll find videos in the other channel when I was a lot thinner, Georgina. So if you want to see what I looked like when I was a lot thinner, there are videos there in which I look very different because I don't weigh as much as I weigh now. So that's it. The brick style Nokias were beast. Yes, Ken, they were. Nokia 3210. I had an 8210, and that was amazing. Well, actually, Beck had an 8210. I had a 3310, which was like a rubberized one, which was great because then you could drop it and it was fine. But yeah, I just want to. I'll be making a video about this because this phone, it's just the biggest pile of garbage I've bought in recent times. So there we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining. There's over 90 people in here. If you did enjoy the video, please do tickle the like button, as BCP has put in the chat. I really do appreciate it. pressing the like button is important. Apparently it helps YouTube know, it tells YouTube that the video is fun to watch or worth watching, and it may share it to other people, which would be great for me, obviously. So if you can do that, I will appreciate it very much. 8810i, if you know, you know, with the blue screen, says Shazad. 8810i, I can't even remember that, Shazad. I don't know. Nobody's buying Nokia anymore. Used to be the king of cell phone, but the finish came late to the game. Yeah. Am I returning it? No, I'm not going to be returning it. I'm just going to sell it on eBay. You know, it's just not a good phone. It's just not a good phone. It should be a good phone because it runs Android 1, which is like a clean version of Android. It's just not. The phone is under spec for the software. The software that it's running requires more phone, and they've made it way too underpowered, in my opinion. Anti-Curious says, done. Thank you very much. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Everyone should hop over to Flippin' Particles channel. Hopefully, Flippin' Particles, aka D, is going to be going live at 5 o'clock. She normally goes live at about 5 o'clock. So make sure you head over there to show D some support. Flippin' Particles in the chat. Her name is D. Check her out. Fantastic channel, fantastic lady. So if you want to have something else to watch, then yeah, go over there. No, Shazad, you should not buy one. You should not buy one. I'll be making a video about it, and I'll be very forthright in my review about the phone. I would definitely, because I've seen too many reviews saying it's good. It's a Nokia 2.2, okay? It's a Nokia 2.2, and there's too many reviews on YouTube saying that it's good phone, good for the money. It's not even good for the money. I mean, it's like an £80 phone. It's not worth £80, honestly. It's not good. Anyway, right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.